While searching high and low for a stand for a Diamond Select Enterprise or any of the model, because they're all universal, I've come to the conclusion I'm not going to find one, so let's build one myself. Hi guys, Ralph here. Next part of the project Constitution. As I've said, where I'm going to do all this is there going to be smaller models, there's going to be a couple of bigger models in the background and some of the variants of the Constitution class. This is the Diamond Select model art style. I'm not sure which one it was. It's more of the flatter one, it's not the HD version. It does work. Lights up. I'm not after it lighting up, and this was a cheap bargain anyway, but I've been looking for a stand, and I know the stands for these are absolutely horrible and useless and just do not work and break off all the time. The solution is obvious, is make my own stand. So this will go in the background on one side of the case. If I put it into a case, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. And on the other side I've got the Enterprise refit from Bandai that we've fixed up, and it's not working. It doesn't light up anymore because it was absolutely knackered on the inside anyway. So this wants a stand. Now I thought about using the other Bandai because I've got two of those Enterprise refits. I thought using that on there to match either side, but it won't fit because I need something to go into that hole. So what I need to do with this is put that down and then go. Thank you. As if you press and hold this down, it turns the lights on permanently anyway. The flash in there, lit up there, lit up there, lit up here. Yeah. It is a cool little model, to be honest. But yeah, need to take the batteries out. I need to take that part off, and I have an idea which involves a light or a lamp, bedside lamp. Now, I've done this before. I did the Playmates Enterprise D. That got drilled out for all the windows. I'm not doing that with this. It got drilled out, got mounted, got put on, and I needed a stand for that. And I used something very similar to that. Now this is a bedside lamp stand. I took the lamp shade off, the light fitting, the wiring out, and I'm basically left with a stand. Simple. Put enough weight on there, it's going to stay where it is. I need to cut this off to a certain length, mount between here and that, and it's a different size anyway. If I wanted it that size, great, looks lovely up here, except it's too big, way too big. So I think the whole size of it's going to be about maybe there, so it doesn't look too much. So I've got to cut this in two. Bit of measurement, bit of faffing, bit of fettling, and a bit of taking out the batteries of this, because this is going to be stood stationary in a static display. So just need to figure out how to connect this to that, and we can get it on display. So I've got a hacksaw, I've measured. It's only going to be that high, so the base is fine where the wire came out, but I'll just turn that round. Sticker on the bottom can get took off anyway, but it's only going to be cut to that level there. So I'm going to hacksaw it off, keep it to the side of the desk as the best I can, try and get as straight as I can, and just steady. I do have a Dremel. I could do this easy with a Dremel, but there's no point. It's just one cut, and by the time I've set up the Dremel to cut down here, it's going to be done. So nice straight steady cut, nothing on the top. With it being hollow as well, I could quite easily cut through, put a wire through to light the model up, but there's no point at all. So this is going to be done in 1 second. A stand is cut to the right length and the base is out, because this is where it's going to connect to. So I need to try and connect that to there. Whether or not I put a screw into here and maybe just screw the whole base into this, or make an adapter between that size and this size, I don't know. But I think maybe it's going to be a lot of faffing trying to get a peg that size, and then you could whittle it down a little bit. I've got to get something that fits in that size a hole. If it wedges into there, then I can whittle it down so it's smaller and has that line on there to fit in. It'll just sit in place, so it's not really stuck permanently like with a screw in it. But I need to work out two things. One is this screw is cross, it is definitely unthreaded, so I need another screw of this, and then figuring out how to put that on there. Not a difficult problem, but yeah, still a problem anyway. Okay, I knew I said I wasn't going to put a hole through this, but it seems to be the easiest solution. So it's going to mount here. This is going to be tabbed into the actual ship. That's going to be screwed into there. New screw holds in place. And I've basically, my solution is put a roll plug which fits this, but the hole's way too big, so put a roll plug inside of a roll plug. So it makes the diameter a lot smaller. So my idea is screw that into there. And do this by hand or using a screwdriver. I think probably we'll use a screwdriver, so we'll need it. Get the whole thing in. That will mount. The only problem is going to be is screwing up the other side. Now if I can put it the opposite corner to that, that will be even better. Well, that's better. It's going to go facing that way inside the case anyway, so that where the wires came out is there. So that's to the back. Cool. So that's pretty much solidly in. It's fine. It'll do me. Now the ship, battery's already out. My only problem now is that's got to go in there. The ribbon's got to be out of the way. A little bit of scorching in there. I mean, this wasn't mine. This is a second-hand one on eBay anyway, so it's all right. Can't get that in. Really won't stay there. I could do it just hanging inside. There we go. Pop it down there. So that into there, like so, and the new screw. Oh, that's better. That will fit nicely. Come on, that's got to fit. If it doesn't, that's not really going to work. I need to find another screw. Yeah, that's not going to work. So the theory is there. I don't want to leave it like that. Is that just... No. I need to find a different screw, because that is definitely a thin thread from metal, and this is definitely a thick one for wood. But I do need to work something out. So another screw are needed for this, and I can force it into there, and that's us done. So you see where I'm going with this? So it took me a little while to find the perfect screw, and it's in. And it is actually the right diameter, it's the right everything. That's fitted in there. That's, see, that is really good. Now all I need to do is put this in the case of, well, on the shelf over there. This still does need a little bit of clean up, this thing. I mean, it's definitely worth the effort, I suppose, but yeah, it's definitely it's been used and abused a little bit, but it's going to be mounted and it's going to be shown that way around. Now, I'm going to see if this fits. My problem is, I think I might have done too many models where it's going to fit. So I'm going to just take you off the stand and go over there and show you what I mean. So I hope you see what I mean. I put too many in. Now this is going to go right to the back here, and it's on level with that one. So I need to move around a little bit. All these connies. It will only fit in one spot. The best thing about it is down here there's a load more. Right. So at present it's just gonna be the background there. So that's good. So I've got space around. I've got the Enterprise from Strange New Worlds. I've got the movie version Enterprise from Star Trek. Yeah, Star Trek. So I need to mount these. Can I get two in there? If I can't get two, that's going to be a bit of a problem. That's cool. Just kind of like I like the picture that there was ages or years ago, where you've got the Enterprise over a pond, and you've got the refit, and you've got underneath upside down the original one, so it shows you the reflections of the past. It's not really that, but it'll do. So cool. These are going to be completely random where these are going to go anyway, so maybe I can fit one of those behind there, put the Republic in the background of these two. Perhaps it's trying to fit what goes where and how. So you think that's done? Yes? Brilliant. No. And I've got all of these to go in as well. There's the Defiant, glow in the dark. There's the gold one. Here comes the hood and the Constellation. I want them beyond here, because if I keep this as it is, I'll just keep them in here. I've got two. Ooh. Oh no. It's just to the edge of here. However, I've got the Intrepid. yeah, it doesn't really fit as such. It's a jigsaw puzzle. Maybe put a couple that way, that way, that way, not that way, that way, that way. Yeah, because I can get a piece of perspex and put it over the front of this to make it its own case. So I think we're not far off there. I think that's pretty good. I think we've got a stack of Constitution class ships. A lot of them, yes. A lot of them, yes. And boxed. Tons of boxes down here, which I don't know what to do with. I mean, if I ever did box these back up, then I want somewhere safe to store them. So, yeah, it doesn't fit. Really doesn't fit. I will figure this out, and it will go one way perfectly. There's a gap right behind there, so maybe a couple of these ships at the back and then bring the movie one forward a little bit would be a good idea. But still, you see what I'm on about? See what I'm doing? So I'm not sure if this is the end of this. If I find any more Constitution class ships, I'll put them in, but so far that's not bad. To have a fleet of Constitution classes, from the Matt Jeffries to the refit to the reimagined to the gold to the more of, but each one, apart from 1701, ISS 1701, because that's the phase 2, 1701, 1701, 1701, 1701, there's 6 versions of the Enterprise. Can't do anything with that. I'm not rebadging those. They are perfectly good as they are, because they are the reimagined versions. So each one is individual, and each one was fun to do. So I'll see what I can do if I do anything else with this in the future. But at the minute, I think we're just about done. So thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, follow me on social media, and I'll see you in another video, unless you want to be a Patreon and help me out every month. I'll see you in another video. Bye bye for now.